Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
What's up, everybody? It's Seth from Clear Shots. Today it is just us, so please enjoy episode number 81.
Don't give him clear shots! Don't give him clear shots! Don't give him clear shots! Don't give him clear shots!
Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast. I am Can Afford Sunglasses Skinner. Seth Can Afford Sunglasses Skinner.
I am no shame in asking to borrow sunglasses for an hour and a half a week, Jake.
Yeah. Uses my sunglasses, Jake. Jake uses my sunglasses, Jones.
I'm sunglasses guy. You know, they don't have to be my sunglasses as long as I'm wearing some sunglasses.
Yeah.
Some glasses.
You lose 1 star, though, from the 5-star rating if they're not yours. So you can only hit 4 stars max.
What's my AC, though?
It's 16.
No.
So it's not very good.
My AC is 17. You're thinking of yours.
Why does it say 7? Why do I have...
Why do I have 16 written down on my sheet? I don't know, man. Oh, my lordy.
Yeah.
First thing I want to say is I'm really, really glad we're here right now.
We are here. Live.
It's been a long time. Been a long couple days. Been a long week or so, really.
Yeah. We're squeezing in some episodes, too.
Yep.
We're recording this, like, way ahead of when you guys hear this.
Because of HIPAA violations, I'm not allowed to say where I work, but just know that where I work would be a HIPAA violation if I told you. And so you could get the general idea.
Yeah, now you guys get it.
I got a new job, and we're trying to bounce in as many of these as we can. So, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working over 55, 60 hours a week, and my only free time is going to be going towards this and possibly D&D.
Right, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much this.
Yeah. I'm starting a job tomorrow, too, so...
Yeah, so...
we gotta get, these locked in.
Yep, yes we do.
Well, so, we got some shitty news this week, and, a friend of ours that we've known for like a very long time passed away, and so we felt like it would be right to put a tie-dye shirt on the on the chair for him.
Yeah,
because he was a big like Fish fan, and he wore pretty much tie-dye was like his signature thing. You know what I mean? Every time I think of a tie-dye shirt, that's who I think of
him. Yeah,
yeah, it's very strange to think that he's not here anymore. He was literally like part of the main group of people
for the longest time.
Yeah,
up until he became a dad. Like literally.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened.
Yeah,
and it's very strange, but
Yeah. So shout out to our friend John.
We love you, John, and his family, Matt, and your parents. John, your children that you're leaving behind. It sucks. And we're really gonna miss you. I wish. This is the cliche thing where it's like I wish we had more time together.
Yeah.
But I guess the way you can look at it is that the time we spent together was good enough for the fact that we miss him as much as we do, even though we haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, that's what's weird is like it's been a long time since we've all hung out. Like,
yeah,
a while.
It's been at least 3 years, 2 years. I mean, we've probably seen him in passing.
Yeah, I've seen him
at
a couple
bar
times
or something. But other than that, Yep.
But yeah, very fucking weird. I was in bands with him and shit, and he was like so, like, dude, John was like one of the nicest people
he was.
I think I've ever met.
He really was.
He like literally was always like trying to make people laugh and shit. There was I never really saw John like sad. It felt like maybe once in a while, but
he was always pretty groovy. Him and Matt. I mean, they're both like that. They're both very
dude. Yeah, him and Matt are like the same person. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to Matt in a while either.
We should.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm sure we'll
now.
see him tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah. So, just to get that out there.
Yeah,
it's rough. Somebody, we wish we probably could have gotten on. Even.
Yeah, I know.
Or even just to see him. But he's here with us now in spirit, I suppose. It's just very strange. I wasn't as close to them as you guys were. You guys are all quite a bit older than me, but when you're a young kid, when you're like 10, 11, and 12, and all your cousins and all of his friends and all of your other friends are all like older than you and calling you pipsqueak.
Yeah, beat it.
But like when you're in my shoes, we might be all kind of the same age now that we're older. The gap in years isn't as significant. But back then, I looked up to all you guys. I looked up to John. I looked up to everybody that was in Wormwood, and still do.
Yeah, I know. Like Christian was like weirded out about it because he said the same thing. Like he was, when he started hanging out with everybody, John was like one of the guys that was just, a sort of a role model in a way.
He was, because he had this way of being, and Vinny and I were talking about this. He had this way of being able to, like, you're sitting there, you're grooving on a guitar, and he had this way of, he would just start jamming, playing something crazy, but he wouldn't show off about it. He would do it, and then we'd all be like, that sounded awesome. He'd be like, oh, it's really easy. And then he'd like break it down to kind of like, as a kid that like was learning how to play guitar, hanging out with all these already musicians. A guy like John was a breath of fresh air.
Right.
He was very helpful. Matt was the same way too. I feel for Matt.
He definitely wasn't like show offy or anything.
No, he just wanted. I mean, I still remember one of the last times he hung out with all of us. He called Wes like an hour or two into a guys' night one night, and it was a Friday night at the house, and he's just like, hey, I'm in town, I have tomorrow off, let's hang out like old times. I think this was like probably a year or two since he had hung out with us before. Mm-hmm. And I was still in college, and I remember he's like, do we have it? This is how John was. I mean, I was telling this story to people, they didn't understand it, but those listening that knew John, he's like, oh, what are we doing? You want to drink? You want to just hang out? Whatever. And
he didn't care either most of the time. Was like, he just wanted to have fun. Like that was his whole thing.
But the best part was that Wes was like, well, we there's like 8 of us here. We'd like to drink, but we don't have that much. And he fucking showed up with a 30 rack and a bottle of whiskey. And he's like, all right, boys, let's hang out. And we literally just sat in the basement. We sat there until like 2 or 3 in the morning. He brought over records. I'm pretty sure Matt came over.
Yeah.
They brought over records and stuff. We listened to the record player. I mean, those were the kind of nights you'd have. You just have nice nights. I never had a bad memory with John.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't remember if it was him or Paul, but like I think it was both of them that were doing mushrooms one night, and they like got lost in the woods behind like Wes's house.
Not sure if they want that story aired. But yeah.
That's just the kind of shit that I remember, though. I remember we stole that fucking kid with the lantern, like that porcelain kid with the lantern from like the neighbors.
Oh Lord.
It was heavy as fuck.
I still remember was it Harbor Shred you guys played? Wormwood played?
Yeah.
I still remember that. I was like 12 or 11. Watching.
Yeah, that was at the Armory.
Yeah. But yeah. Nope, it's very strange, man, and I think a big part of it too. I was talking to people about it. I had a friend pass away last year, Garrett Dunsmore, and I don't know if this is a selfish thing to say, but I'm really fucking sick of my friends dying. I'm really sick of people dying. I don't like it. I wish.
Yeah.
I understand it. I accept it, but it sucks. It's dumb, and I'm never gonna be all right with it. But I guess nobody ever really is.
Sure. Yeah, it gets weird like when people around your age start dying. Like,
when we're in our 20s.
Especially, I'm not even 30 yet. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. And like, the thing that blows my mind, you know, I talked to my dad about it. I definitely talked to my grandpa about it, you know, and it's like, that happens. That's just the way life goes.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, you really just don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah. You know, and it sucks to say that, just to say, oh, yeah, that's
I
how
mean,
it
look
goes.
at Tyler
but
Skaggs.
Yeah.
That dude died like just out of fucking nowhere. And he was 27, 28.
You know, I think the big thing is that we're such a small, tight-knit community here in Oswego.
Yeah.
Any death for anybody young. I mean, remember that 10-year-old boy that died a few weeks ago?
Yeah. Well, it's weird, too, because even, like, the people, like, that, even his family members or whatever, people know them. So it's such a small amount of people that are around here. It's like, you know somebody who's related to him or someone who was friends with him.
Yeah.
It's like, you pretty much know.
The thing that was crazy to me was that I told my supervisor this morning that I had to take tomorrow off for the services. And he goes, oh, did you know John? I go, yeah. He's like, how did you know? And he like, just from the fact that we were around the same age, and not a lot of people in their 20s pass away in Oswego.
Right.
And I hope nobody else does. I don't like this feeling. I don't like the lack of permanence. There's something permanent about death that unsettles me. It really does. The fact that there's nothing you can do. There's not. I mean, I've lost
inevitability, basically.
I've lost 3 grandparents. I lost 3 grandparents within like 9 months. I've lost aunts, uncles, cousins, and there's something fucked up about the permanence, and I don't think you can actually wrap your mind around.
No,
that.
there's no comprehending.
There's
it.
no.
I've had nights where I've stayed up like way later than I should, just thinking about like, oh, this is at one point. There's not going to be anything. Like, I'm not going to feel anything. I'm not going to exist. The idea of that is impossible to comprehend. So like, it's very, and it's weird because humans are the only ones who really have a grasp on like mortality.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure it's like humans and dolphins are the only ones that even have the part of the brain that can sense being alive. Like, you look at a dog is operating on like pure like instinct and stimuli.
Yeah, it's like animals can see when shit dies, but I don't think they understand it the same way.
No.
And I think also the bond between humans is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know.
So yeah. Anyway,
now that that's over,
I thought
with,
this is a comedy podcast, but we are categorized as comedy.
We're allowed to be sad sometimes. We don't have to be funny all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, John was like super fucking like always like mega happy. Like I felt like he was always just partying, like always having a good time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that brought, like, even if we were kind of in a shit mood, like all together at Wes's, it's like he would come in and just fucking amp it up. He had so much energy, dude. He had so much energy. Yeah, fucking, it's just so crazy.
I don't like that. You're saying had.
Yeah,
that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. And like I said, cliche. You wish you had more time, and it's that.
It makes you think about people you haven't hung out with in a while too, because it's like, fuck, like I didn't hang out with John for like years.
Yeah, but how would you?
Right?
How could you? I mean.
It's
I wouldn't have been able to text him out of nowhere, you know. You guys
true.
probably may have been able to, but you know.
Yeah.
That's what happens is when you get to a point where you're a father and you're doing your own thing, you don't really have time for your friends, and that's okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm sure up until his last moment he was thinking about seeing all of us again too. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not like he forgot about all of it. He didn't forget all that shit.
Yeah. It's very strange, man. It's very strange. But,
yeah.
Anyway, rest in peace, John. We love you.
Yeah, rest in peace, buddy.
It sucks that it took your death to finally get me to start listening to Fish again. But
I did listen to him today, too,
I listened
actually.
to a lot of Fish the past few days.
Yeah. I'm not big on fish either, though, or like
They're
Grateful
just-
Dead or anything.
This is weird, but I listen to a few songs and I'm just like, yep, okay, now I understand why John likes them, because it's just John.
Yeah, it is.
It's literally just John.
It
It's
is.
like John music. It's like, so that's
Yeah.
cool. And one day, if I ever have kids or anything, I'm gonna throw on a Fish CD and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm gonna sit them down. I'm gonna sit them down. They're not even gonna be my kids. I bought them off the black market, but still. Yeah.
It's weird to think what the fucking pop music's gonna be like
When we
in the
have
future.
children.
Yeah, like because the shit just evolves so weird.
If there's
too.
Gattaca, like where you can genetically engineer your children, I'm gonna make them all deaf, so they don't
Yeah.
listen to that garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
But so yesterday was pretty sweet. I got home from work around 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday. Took a shower and stuff, and got on the old Xbox One, and was scrolling through my installed games, and I was like, I don't really know what I want to play right now. There's really nothing.
I've had that a lot lately.
Yeah. You know what I fucking did? I went and signed into my old Xbox account and looked at all the Xbox 360 games on there, because my first account was just for the 360.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, let's see if I could find some games I haven't
There's
played
probably
in a
a
while.
bunch of shit that's back compat still.
Oh yeah, and that leads you to the next point.
I just found out today that Skate, like the original Skate, is back compatible now.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like I only have Skate 3, so I was like thinking about spending $8 on Skate 1. Like it's different too. Like it's darker. Like the whole like art style is more grim and shit. It's
Yeah.
cool.
So I installed Mass Effect 2 yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play the Mass Effect games?
I've played like the first one somewhat, but I never finished it.
Dude, the second one could have been the only one, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Like basically,
They just come out with Mass Effect 2.
dude, for me, for the longest time, the Mass Effect 2 was the only one I played. Like Mass Effect 2 came out, and my buddy bought it for himself, but his parents surprised him with a copy, so he gave me his other copy. Steve Waite.
Oh yeah.
So I just played Mass Effect 2. I didn't have online at the time. I think I was 13 or 14 when that game came out. I think I was 14. So single player RPGs where you can literally play one save for like 35 hours.
Yeah.
That's why I love Final Fantasy so much. So I start Mass Effect 2, make a character, and literally like within the first 5 minutes, I watched the first like opening cutscene. You get jettisoned out of your ship and you die, and then the bad guys from the first game bring you back to life. So the whole I didn't know that. Starting the Mass Effect 2 as a Mass Effect 2
fan. Are you a
fan.
bad guy now? Do you have to help
No,
the bad guys?
apparently you're not a bad guy.
Oh,
you're just like,
thanks for
you're like part of a
not-
mercenary group essentially, and
Thanks for
the
letting
whole
me live.
the whole game is like an Ocean's 11 type situation where you start off and your squad is you and 2 people. And you have to go all around the galaxy and find... It's like the Expendables. You have to go all around the galaxy and find the most badass, hacker, the most badass sniper, the most badass soldier, the most badass, like, Jedi kind of person, the biotic guy. And it's so fucking cool. Like, every single mission has...
Isn't it like, from
weight.
what I remember, it's like, isn't it one of those fucking, like, stand in one spot and then shoot at an enemy for, like it's like a...
No. It's not turn-based.
Oh, it's not?
No, I think 1 might be. 2 definitely isn't. 2 is an action RPG. 2
I'm
is
thinking
basically
of like Knights of the Old Republic or something where it's
no. 2 is kind of like Gears. It's a cover shooter, but you have
I don't remember any of it.
like
really.
if you play as a biotic, so you could play as like an adept, which is what I play as. You can get this ability that lets you throw like this gravity vortex.
Bomb.
So you throw a gravity bomb. It has like a gravity
it's like
vortex.
a Pepsi 2 liter.
And like when people are in it, they're floating in the air, and then you can throw a fucking force ball, and it blows them up. You basically you're like a Jedi. It's basically like a Jedi,
Yeah.
like for lack of a better term. And then like all of your squad mates, like there's like 15 different squad mates you get. and each squad mate is a mission, and then each squad mate has their own mission to level up their abilities. So you got 30 side quests like right there, plus the main quest, plus other side. I mean, the last time I played through it was like 4 years ago, and I probably put a little over 45 hours in it. And it's like there's no fat on the game, you know what I mean? Like one mission can take you 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm working 12-hour shifts. I can get home, play 2 missions, and be fine because I know how the game ends. I just enjoy playing it, and I forgot how fucking awesome that game is.
Cruise control.
Yeah, like there's those games that like you don't play for a long time that you finally play them again. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why I love this game so much.
Yeah, I've been playing Halo 3 and 4 and 2. Like I put in the Master Chief Collection like the last couple nights. Just fucking put on like Big Team Battle.
Oh, sick.
I just put it on Big Team Social or whatever. And
do you want some vanilla extract?
No, I don't want vanilla extract. Yeah, I put it in Big Team Battle and like check off Halo 2, 3, and 4, and then I just let it go. Like if it's fucking just whatever game it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Just play it. And it's like, it's with Big Team Battle, it's so like casual. You can just run around and there's always something to shoot at.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if you win.
That was the one, like, 3 itself had the social rank, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there was social ranks.
It was social rank and then ranked, right?
Yeah, there was 2 different types of rankings, I think. Maybe not. I don't remember. Maybe there wasn't social ranks.
Wasn't it like the more games of social you played, the higher
I think
your
it was
went?
like an invisible rank or something. With ranked, there was a number.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have to get, like, 50 was the max, and you'd have to,
You would
like,
still see it, though.
Yeah.
If you played social, you would still see
I
it.
think
Social
so.
was, ranks didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't remember how it worked, like if it was playlist-based or what. I remember in Halo fucking 3, it was so hard to hit 50. Like, I got like 48 in Rumble, like the Rumble playlist. It's free for all. It's like 8 players or something like that, and that was the highest I could get was fucking 48. But I was always playing solo, like not grouped up with anybody really.
I remember the highest, like me and Wes and everybody got. Like we all got, I think, like 40 maybe.
Yeah, it gets fucking
barely
ridiculous.
40. Like I remember getting to 40 and then immediately like dropping.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't, like, if you hit 48, you're at this spot where, like, if you lose, you're going back down, like, hard, like, real fast.
Yeah, because
like, you have to win, and then you have to win, like, 4 games in a row to go up to 49.
It's sort of like Rocket League and Counter-Strike, because the higher the rank goes, the smaller the population is.
Yeah.
So, like, there might be 50,000 people that are rank 1, but there's not going to be 50,000 people that are rank 50.
Yeah.
You're going to have, like, 50,000 and then 49, you know, all the way up.
Yeah, even then, it's like if you're 48, you're playing against like 46 to 50s.
Yeah,
like
so you're basically playing against like the top 20,000.
Yeah,
to
and
top
that's the
10,000.
problem is if at 48 you're fucking going to lose. Like, especially if you're not on a team of 4 that is all 48s or 50s or whatever.
That's the issue I have with Counter-Strike is that like when I tried playing again a few months ago, it'd be me and Wes who were, you know, high silver at the time. Well, I think I'm unranked now. I haven't played in like 2 months. But we're a higher rank than everybody we're playing with. So no matter how good Wes and I did, we'd still lose. And then it would make us lower our rank.
Oh, that's
then
eventually
like I got to like silver 3, where, you know, back when I played all the time, I was like legendary eagle, which in Counter-Strike would be like 40, 45-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm down at like 6.
Well, I would get like dropping your rank if you lose to the people that are lower than you. But like if you're beating people that are lower than you, you shouldn't lose any ranking because you have no choice of who you're matched up with.
Yeah. And like the thing that sucked is that like our friends wanted to play with us, so we want to play with our friends. But if Wes and I played with all the people that are all way lower than us,
you're fucking yourself.
we get matched with people that are mine and Wes's rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Like back in Halo 3, I fucking actually gave a shit about what my rank was.
I don't care anymore. I just don't have the time to play one match of Counter-Strike that could last up to an hour.
I'm also not that competitive in games anymore.
No,
like, I don't play Halo until my eyes are bleeding to fucking like be better than everybody.
Yeah, like the only game I get competitive with now is UFC 3, and that's I only play story mode anyway, or Rock Band.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like the last game I got wicked into was probably when we played PUBG together, but even then we were just fucking around getting drunk.
I think it was probably Halo 4, and then I pretty much stopped playing like shooters. I moved to Destiny, which was like more casual.
We tried pretty hard when Ultimate Edition came out for Gears.
Yeah, but we sucked.
We did all right though.
You got to be good with the Nasher, dude, and you have to have host powers.
Yeah, I thought it was fun as shit when it was like me, you, Wes,
I think they had dedicated servers though, didn't they?
They did. They did, but one guy was the dedicated server.
I have Game Pass. We can still play it.
No,
it's on Game Pass.
We got to get Gears 5. Gears 5 is on Game Pass. I already have it preloaded. It doesn't come out for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was that soon.
Yeah, it comes out like the 5th, I think.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I might just play it for the campaign at least, for sure.
I have to still play Gears 4's campaign.
It's okay. I mean, it's like it's a Gears campaign though. Like it's fun to play, so it doesn't matter. Like
so, I got to play it then. But I'm playing Mass Effect 2, so I'll just
one
watch.
thing they do that's really cool in those games is like their art. Like the whole art style is so awesome, and there's so much like environmental shit that they do with it. Like you're in like a sandstorm or like a fucking thunderstorm or whatever.
I got like put off in the beginning because you're fighting robots, and I just got annoyed.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
I don't know how long that section lasts. Like with robots only. Do you fight robots the whole game?
There's robots in all, or in the 5th one too. I think there's gonna be at least.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But I don't know what they are. I didn't even pay much attention to it.
Nope. I started Gears 4.
They're not as fun to kill. That's the problem.
Exactly. It just feels
they
like
don't splatter like
exactly. I looked up like returning characters in Gears 4, and when I saw it was like basically only Marcus, I was like, I don't want to play it then. I don't care because I didn't give a shit about Marcus. You know, I like Dizzy.
Yeah, it was more
and Coltrane.
Yeah, it was more about Dom
and Baird. Man. Dom was good. Dom, rest in peace, Dom. Dom was a good character.
Yeah. He was the secondary character though.
Dom Diabetes blew himself up.
Dude, it was all about the Carmines, dude.
It was all about the insulin.
That was such a funny scene because like Carmine was like everybody's favorite in the first Gears, but like he gets sniped in like the first mission of the game.
Yeah, and then the second game, Carmine 2, is like. He's like he's in like half the game, and he right when he starts to become a badass, he gets eaten by
I'm
tits.
Pretty sure they kill him too
like
because they knew that everybody.
And then the third one, like every 5th mission, there'd be a fake out. Like Carmine gets blasted with a sniper rifle, but it like barely glazed his helmet. And then like another one, he's in a helicopter that crashes, but he managed to get out in time.
Fine.
Like it's so funny how they did that the whole game. Is there a 4th Carmine?
Yeah, let's see. I think in 4 there's like a handful of them actually you can play as, because there's Anthony,
Ben, and Clayton.
Yeah.
How did I remember that?
I think there's another one too.
Derek.
Jim. Jim Carmine. I don't know. The Carmine family is pretty big, dude.
Well, not anymore.
Well, it was, yeah, until they got sniped.
Yeah, the other one got eaten by like little creatures. He got eaten by little things.
What are you gonna do? I mean, if there's little creatures, you're gonna get eaten by them. It's like
yeah, that's all you gotta do is get eaten by little boys, little dingoes. I saw a wicked mangy fox the other day when you were on your way to pick me up.
That's cool.
Oh, no, Vinny was on his way to pick me up the other day, and I saw a wicked mangy fox, and I think it was rabid, so I'm locking my doors twice now. I lock them, unlock them, and lock them again.
Yeah, you bought like a bunch of bolt locks. And
I got a sign that says no rabies, so they know not to come in my house. Stay out of my garbage.
Small animals get out, keep out. I'm just not big on rodents and small animals, small mammals. Yeah, dude. Mid-sized animals, you know.
Anything that would hurt to kick is something I don't like.
Yeah. Anything you have to wear like steel toe boots to kick is. Yeah, we haven't talked about steel toe boots in a while.
Oh, we haven't. I miss them. My steel toe boots got ruined.
Yeah.
I liked wearing steel toes. I don't know why. I wore them like everywhere.
It's like a security thing. It's like a blanket, you know, for your toes.
Well, that and also like if you get in a fight,
you have steel toes.
You have steel toes.
Yeah.
Not everybody can say that.
Yeah, that's true. That's almost like wearing brass knuckles on your feet all the time.
I don't know if do steel toe boots, like if you get in a fight and you kick someone with steel toe boots, does that count as a weapon?
I don't know. I don't think they could really know, right? I mean, you'd have to like reveal that you have steel toe boots. I mean, they're gonna know probably. It's gonna hurt pretty bad.
What if they're just like, dude, he kicked me wicked hard?
Yeah, like you just, you know, you kick a lot. You do a lot of Muay Thai. You know, like you do a lot of kickboxing.
Yeah,
they wouldn't know.
No, what would they even say? I gotta look this up now.
I mean, I guess it's still assault either way. Like you're still gonna get in trouble. But I mean, yeah, that's basically what it is.
Do steel toe boots count as a weapon?
I mean, they are a weapon, and I mean, technically speaking, they can be used as a weapon legally.
Oh wait, here we go.
That's such a weird thing to Google too.
Ask a lawyer. It's free. I bet it's a great lawyer giving that advice.
Do they have a website where you can ask lawyers?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Askalawyer.biz.
Okay, assault with a deadly weapon is an assault that is committed with any type of deadly weapon or by means of force that is likely to cause great bodily injury.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is wearing steel-toed boots during an assault, then the shoes can be alleged as a deadly weapon. However, in self-defense, it's up to the jury's discretion.
Yeah, they would have to know like that it's steel-toe boots, so that, you know, like.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to get a pair of boots that aren't steel toe, and after you break that guy's ribs, you have to switch them really fast, and then throw the steel toe boots in the river.
Yeah, or get like removable steel toes, you know. They have like a button on the
like
side.
Heelys, dude.
It like ejects the steel toe Heelys.
Yeah,
dude, you could have so much momentum going into.
You
them
could
too.
kill everything. You could kill a building.
Yeah, you could heel your way right into somebody, and like it would hurt like a motherfucker.
Steelies, dude. Oh my god. How did we not think of that? Fuck Pussy Slayers. It's all about Steelies now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could always make like Steely Pussy
Steelers.
Pussy Slayers Steelies.
Pussy Steelers. So steel-toed pussy Slayers.
Yeah. Well, we could just branch it off. It's the same brand. You gotta have the Pussy Slayers like branding on it.
Yeah, it's like how they have the iPhone C and the iPhone X.
Yeah.
And the iPad.
It's like an add-on, you could do it as an add-on if you wanted to, like attachments.
Yeah.
Like optional attachments. It's like a car. You get like all the optional features.
The bells and whistles and the steel toes.
Or you can just get the base model.
Yeah.
We just put out a new model every year too.
We just add more steel to the toe.
Yeah. And a pair of brass knuckles. The fucking assault pack. The domestic violence pack.
We put brass knuckles up the back of the boot so that way you can hold them like weapons.
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you could throw them too if you wanted to. Like ninja stars.
We put stirrups on them too. Steel toe stirrups. So like you kick somebody and the blade spins. That has to be a Mortal Kombat fatality. Stirrups?
Yeah. Dude, people don't wear those enough. People don't wear
stirrups at all.
Yeah, people don't wear suspenders enough either. I feel like they were big, back in the day.
I think it's because suspenders were simpler than belts. Because not a lot of pants back then had belt loops.
Yeah.
My
It's a big piece of denim, though. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of denim.
Belt loops?
No, the suspenders. I mean, it's got like it's got the things going up over. It's got a little chest piece.
Suspenders aren't made of denim, are they?
Yeah, you can.
I thought they were made of leather.
No.
Or burlap.
Suspenders are like
styrofoam. Steel toe suspenders.
I feel like only fucking hillbillies can wear suspenders nowadays, though.
Whatever happened to overalls?
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
The only people I see wearing overalls are hot girls that are trying to be quirky.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And they only ever have one done. And then they're wearing like just the bra, not the bra, but like a sports bra or like a tank top underneath.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you can wear anything you want underneath it. It's just like but you don't see guys wearing them. No one, I mean, I don't even know where you get overalls now. You got to go overalls.com or something probably. You know, you got to get them online. I don't see them in stores.
Nope. They have shirts at Walmart that say Team Jesus though. Team Jesus overalls would be sick. Nylon Team G latex.
That's a serious team now too. Like a lot of people are on that team. It's weird.
Most people are on that team, I think.
Yeah,
I think most people are on Team Muhammad, but they can't make a shirt with his picture on it because that Walmart will be shot up. Again, but with bombs this time.
Dude, Walmart is fucked.
Did you see that?
The Walmart is such a weird environment, dude.
Do you see what Walmart's doing after all those shootings? They're taking down displays for violent video games, and they're trying to not sell violent video games anymore. Meanwhile,
good luck.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the store, they still sell guns.
Yeah.
How about you don't
Sporting
be a gun
goods
store?
Department. It's like, I'm trying to get a basketball, but there's a bunch of guns right here, so
might as well buy a gun and rob someone for their basketball.
Yeah.
And if the gun doesn't work, I'll make sure I wear my steel-toed boots.
Yeah. Really though, like why wouldn't you just get a gun instead of buying anything in the store? You can just get whatever you want with a gun.
Yeah.
Just threaten people.
Yep.
Problem solved.
I think it's so funny.
Dude, Walmart sells everything.
Dude, my favorite thing, like it's
fucking selling. They're selling like AR-15s and shit.
My favorite thing right now
we got those in the back.
About this whole like shooting thing, and Trump saying guns cause violence or video games cause violence. My favorite thing is that
did he say that?
He did. He said video games are the reason people are violent. But
what about movies?
No,
there's a lot of violent
they're
movies.
not interactive. Oh. My favorite thing is that the whole gamers rise up meme where it's like, you don't mess with gamers, we'll come after you. You know what meme I'm talking about?
I don't think so, but it sounds pretty stupid.
It's pretty fucking gay. But all these guys that are just like hardcore gamers are the only people I see complaining about it, and it's fucking gold. Like people on Facebook, like total fucking nerds that never gave a shit about anything, and now all of a sudden the president says video games cause violence, and immediately they're like political experts. Now that might be hypocritical for me because I'm commenting on politics, pretending I may or may not be a political expert, but here's the thing, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm aware that I don't know shit about politics. That's why we don't really talk about it.
Yeah, also games wicked don't cause violence.
Also video games totally don't cause violence because well, I mean, like the thing is, like they're correlating it with video games existing. Like they're trying to find a way, something to blame. Really, is what they're trying to. It's at a point where like you have to find what the cause is, so they're just pointing the finger at certain things. There's not really a single cause of it. Well, they do this all the time. They did that with Columbine.
Yeah,
they blamed Columbine. They literally blamed Columbine on Marilyn Manson and Wolfenstein.
Well, yeah, it's like they want
two of the most family-friendly things ever created.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Marilyn Manson had some good songs.
He looked sexy on Mechanical Animals cover. I tell you what.
He did a collab with the Beach Boys.
He covered a bunch of Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
And the Doors. But
yeah.
And then they did it the West Virginia shooting, I think, when they said it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that caused Ho Chi Minh to shoot up Virginia Tech. Sorry, what the fuck was his name? Du Ho Choi.
Well, how come it's like, I don't know. How come you don't see, like, when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, like, you don't see a bunch of dudes running around with revolvers and cowboy hats and shit, you know? Like, video games don't influence people that much, obviously.
No.
Dude, Red Dead Redemption was big for, like, 2 weeks, and now nobody talks about it.
Yeah. The thing that gets me the most is it's like, sports are violent.
Yeah.
We watched.
But you don't see people running around with fucking football helmets.
We watched the 2 most violent sports. We watched football and cage fighting.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've broken a bone. Like, I don't get violent. I get angry.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But I don't fucking beat people up. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't ever blame it on movies or TV or anything. They don't blame it on Netflix.
No, they don't blame it on porn.
There's a lot of war shit on
Dude,
Netflix.
the day that Trump starts blaming stuff on porn is the day he gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, seriously, like,
so that day, dude. That's
so
many
people are so on board with this idea that porn is okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it fucks with your psyche. It really
There
does.
it
There it is,
is.
the patented car going by noise. Oh. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, and not even just watching porn. I mean, I'm guilty of that. Is any day of the week.
Yeah, it's more like doing porn.
But no, even doing porn. Like, have you ever seen interviews of people that quit porn? I know I clowned Sasha Grey about a year ago about regretting it, but she's fine.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of porn stars that literally what they do is they get, like, what happens is they get hooked on drugs and then they start doing porn because it's fast money, and then they get high, and then they do porn, then they get high, and they go back, then they die when they're 25.
Yeah.
Or 35 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best idea.
But I mean, you know,
sure.
you're doing cocaine and you're having sex with hot women for money.
Yeah.
Is
That's
it that
true,
bad?
Yeah, I mean, they're into it, I guess. It's, you know, I mean, they're having a good time.
Gun
right?
to your head. Like, are you going to turn down
That's
cocaine and sex with Riley Reid? No. Nobody ever would.
Yeah, like, gun to your head. Like, what kind of situation is that? do this coke and fuck Riley Reid.
You're in Walmart for one, because he got the gun and the camera and the bed and the condoms.
Yeah. I don't know.
And Riley Reid.
Yeah, the dude who's threatening you is a weird fucking dude, bro.
They're like, gun to your head. You got to do this line of cocaine and then fuck Riley Reid for 35 minutes uninterrupted on camera.
And then we pay you.
And then we pay you after.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to do that 100 times.
Yeah. Or else what?
Or else what? You're going to kill me? That's the worst hypothetical I've ever came up with. Yeah. But it makes so much sense. You know? Because for some people, addiction is a gun to your head.
Yeah, true.
And then you're just going to fuck someone on camera, get money, and then...
it's weird. I hear interviews with porn stars, like female porn stars, but I never hear male porn stars talking about it, though.
Nobody cares about male porn stars.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Name one.
That's what I mean.
I know 2, and I think that's too much.
I won't think I would be able to name one. Johnny Torque. I guess that's the only one I can think of.
Oh, that name hasn't popped up in a while. Oh my god.
Yeah. I just don't hear interviews with them and shit. Like, they don't make podcast appearances or anything, you know. I don't know, like, what their, you know, like, process is, like, what their...
I think it might be
I know
because
they're outside just doing cigarettes and shit. Like, that's
doing cigarettes?
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes?
Well, no, just
you
doing
goon.
them. No, they're just doing cigarettes, you know.
More like, doing your mom, doing your mom.
What are you going to do, dude? If you're doing cigarettes, you're doing cigarettes.
Yeah. Somebody got in an argument with me today because we have a thing posted in the ER, and that's posted in the... Oh, shit.
It says don't do cigarettes.
Yeah, we have
don't
a thing
do smokes.
posted at where I work.
Don't do smokes.
It says, like...
Dare.
No, it's like...
Does Dare still exist?
No, it didn't ever really. It's been memory hold. There's a thing, and it's like people that suffer from heroin abuse also use these 5 other drugs, and it's like alcohol, marijuana, psychedelics, cigarettes, and then prescription drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously, nobody starts off with heroin.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, no, those were all gateway drugs. And I'm like, no, because everybody that's ever had alcohol has definitely had caffeine.
Dude.
Which means caffeine is a gateway drug. You fucking mongrel.
Dude, honestly, alcohol might be one of the craziest gateway drugs because of how it lowers your inhibitions so heavily.
Yep.
You're just like, dude, I'm fucking wasted. I'll just do this.
Dude, how many people do you think would disappear right now if alcohol never existed? Like, if you were like anybody that was born while anybody that was conceived while 1 or 2 parents were under the effects of alcohol, they all disappeared. How many people do you think would die? Is it wrong to say most? I would honestly say like
I would argue, yeah,
80% of all people would die.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Let me rephrase this.
I would say it's around 50, but probably, if anything, I would say it's
at least a majority.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it is.
There's a lot of Christian people, you know.
Yeah, but Christian people, they get married, they have a glass or 2 of wine.
Yeah.
They have sex on the first night.
Yeah, I guess it matters how much you like. If it's
any amount of alcohol. Any amount of alcohol lowers your inhibitions. You cannot consent to sexual intercourse if there's alcohol in your system.
There's certainly a lot of people that
Steve
drink.
Harvey said so.
Yeah, he did say so.
Well, how often do you have sex when you're drunk?
I actually don't.
See, and you don't have any kids. Case closed.
Yeah, that's true.
Bingo!
It's a W, so chalk that one up. It's a W.
Boom, baby! W for Jake. Told you. Fucking stumped you, man.
Yeah. That's true. So I guess as soon as I have sex when I'm drunk, I'm gonna have a kid.
That's what happened to my dad.
That's how you get locked in.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's why you don't accept alcohol from women, dude. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get themselves.
They're trying to get you pregnant.
They're trying to get you doing a baby. They're trying to do a baby.
Gun to your head, would you rather have 2 different women pee on you or 1 different woman poop on you?
1 different.
She's different from the other 2.
So there's 3 women. 2 of them are gonna pee on you. 1 of them is gonna shit on you.
Yeah.
So like you got
the 2 peeing on you are gonna pee on your head. The 1 pooping on you is gonna poop on your feet, but you gotta squish it between your toes.
You gotta mush it around. It's not so bad, I guess.
Is that worse than getting your head pissed on?
No, I don't think so. I'd rather do this shit thing, you know, just play around with it a little bit. Yeah, it's just poop.
I'd rather get peed on.
I guess. I mean, I'm gonna like if I
gun to your head.
I mean,
like right now, gun to your head.
I don't want either, but I mean,
huh?
Well, yeah, it depends on like if they've drank a lot of water. Like, are we talking like it's a really holy shit? That's bright. Are we talking like a really like dark piss, like an overnight piss, or
is this gonna fuck up the camera?
Oh yeah, for sure it is.
I'm trying to.
If it's gonna change colors, it doesn't drop brightness on the Fade 7. It's just maxed out. Oh my god, I'm tripping.
I wanted Fade 7 on. All right, never mind.
Yeah, is it like an overnight, like steeped, like a dark yellow pea, or
one of them
hydrated.
drank a bunch of coffee and ate asparagus that day. The other one drinks a gallon of water a day.
Okay, so that one's gonna do like the
clear,
like, and they're definitely gonna have like a longer stream too.
And they both just got, like, all 3 women just got done working out for 2 hours. So, like, there's no enjoyment because all you're going to smell is stank unless you're into that. And I'm not.
Yeah, you know, maybe I guess I would go with the piss because, like, the longer stream with all the water is going to clean you off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's gonna still smell pretty bad, but I mean, you can get in the shower.
I think it'd be easier to explain, like if a rumor went around and you got asked by somebody, they're like, dude, did you let 2 women piss on you the other night?
Yeah.
That'd be way easier to explain than, dude, did you smush a woman's shit between your toes the other night?
Yeah, because you'd just say it was either that or 2 women piss on me. You know?
Yeah. I had a gun to my head.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's easier to wash piss off. It's already, liquidy. The poop might get stuck in your toes or something.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Under your toenails.
Yeah.
Then you got an infection. Then you got the little fucking what is that little monster that lives in people's toes? The foot fungus monster. What is those commercials called?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The little fucking green googles.
How come they're always green?
They're always green. Fungus is even
How
green.
come anything
like
that's gross is
yellow.
green? Everything's always green.
Arborfest is gross. Ah.
It's because puke is green, right?
No. Puke is whatever color.
Well, puke is like brownish,
It's like the color of bile, so it's like orange.
And sometimes it's Subway texture and colors.
Dude, that's
if
part of the
you ate
reason.
Subway 15 minutes ago.
That's part of the reason I don't eat Sub Shop at night anymore. Every time I eat Sub Shop and then go to bed, I throw it all up in the morning.
Yeah.
It's too much lettuce.
Is that what it is?
Dude, I literally will throw up straight lettuce. Like, it's the most disgusting thing.
Lettuce doesn't digest super fast.
No,
that's
it doesn't.
for sure.
It digests extremely slowly, actually, because that's all I fucking throw up when I eat Sub Shop at night.
But you could eat it again if you want. It comes out fine, and then it's like you're healthy.
Put it
You're
in like a
eating healthy
burrito
again.
shell and just look like a taco from Taco. Maybe that's what they do.
They do, for sure they do.
They force feed Sub Shop to people and then have them throw it up into tubes.
Yeah.
And then they
just have their employees eat lettuce on their lunch break and then vomit it back into the fucking tacos. And then they mix it into those fucking 5-layer burritos and shit. Yeah, it's fucking, I guess, gun to my head, I'm taking the piss.
Same.
Especially if you can shower right after you're good.
Yeah, but you have to shower with them.
Yeah, well.
And all they want to talk about is like a sport that you're not interested in.
Yeah.
Like all they want to talk about is like Barclays Premier League Division 2, like all the relegated teams.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about the good. They want to talk about like
professional roller derbies and shit.
Yeah, they want to. All they want to do. You have to take a shower with them afterwards, but all they want to do is talk about the WNBA.
Yeah.
And like you can't ask any questions because then they'll get mad at you. But you have to watch all the piss off.
You have to list all of the WNBA teams.
Otherwise, you can't get out of the shower.
Yeah, you can't.
Dude, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
I couldn't name one of them, dude.
I know the Lynx and the Sparks.
That sounds like WNBA teams for sure. I mean,
Dude,
yeah, you could
That's
just.
the only 2 teams I know.
Yeah, but you could just guess, and I'm sure you'd get them because, like, they fucking at a certain point. The Wolves, I guarantee there's a Wolves, you know?
Yeah. The Ladybugs.
Yeah, that's probably. Well, I doubt that, actually.
The Bouncers, because they bounce the ball.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for, right?
The dribblers.
The dribblers. The tribbers.
Denver dribblers.
Denver dribblers. The Brooklyn bricklayers.
Yeah. That sounds like a team. That
Yeah.
can work. It's like usually it's a regional name, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Based on what they.
The Detroit lead poisonings.
Yeah. The Florida Oranges.
The El Paso Bullets.
Yeah. That is so inappropriate.
And also the Dayton Bullets.
Yeah, every team in those areas.
Is oh, that's funny the third time. The Sacramento homeless. The San Francisco homeless.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could have LA homeless too.
Yeah.
That's a good one for LA. San Francisco is a pretty big one, yeah.
I want to say something for like
Superstars is like the most generic fucking name for a team ever. It's always like any create a team.
It's like their default name, yeah.
Superstars. No one ever sticks with that.
Do you know what would be hilarious if they did the Phoenixes?
They should do that, yeah.
The Phoenix.
Phoenix is
Phoenix
that even right?
Phoenicians. The Phoenicians. The Phoenix Phoenicians.
I don't know what the plural of Phoenix is, though.
Might be like moose.
Yeah.
The Mississippi moose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, moose is definitely one, too, though. That's pretty common.
Wait, moose is from fucking Super Mega Baseball.
Yeah.
Which got taken off my Xbox, apparently. I can't play it anymore. The first one, which is the only one I like.
You got to put it back on.
I think I have to buy it. I thought I had it through Games with Gold, but it won't load anymore.
Well, it was definitely Games with Gold. Isn't the second one on... Is the second one on Game Pass now?
Yeah, I already own the second one. I don't like it.
It felt pretty much the same, but it felt reskin and like...
You can't customize... You can't edit level up the characters. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I
you
didn't
can customize
like.
certain things, but like I don't remember. I didn't play that much with that fucking customizing.
I made a team, spent like probably 2 hours making a team called the California Clear Shots. No, the California Clear Shots, and I put our logo in it. And it was me, you, and a bunch of our guests were on the team. And then I realized there's no there's a season mode, but there's no coaches. So it's like, what's the point? Like, my favorite thing about the first one was that you could start off with, I always played as the Crocodons. Their bullpen was the best in the league, but their batters were shit. So what I would do is I would just starch people up, then strike everybody out and, like, just get contact swings and then work my way up and level up all my batters.
Yeah.
Then after, like, 4 or 5 seasons, and every team levels up with you. So by, like, the 5th season, every team is super stacked. And then in Super Mega Baseball 2, it's like, nah, we don't do that here.
I was always using the platypi because I think they were hitters, or they were like contact hitters.
They were like contact hitters.
So like you'd always have guys on base. But
dude, the team that always fucking pissed me off in the first one was the Overdogs because they were balanced. They had no weaknesses, but they had no strengths. So you literally had to play perfect. When you got to high ego, I was playing at like 83 or 84.
Yeah. I was like close to 90 at least at that point.
You were at 88. I was trying to work my way up to 88, and I couldn't get it. I had to stop at like 84.
It gets so insane, though. Like the pitches you can't even see at a certain point.
Yeah. But
Didn't we play on like 100? I think we did it on like a Clear Shots Plays, didn't we?
Yeah, and you beat me at the very end.
Yeah, it was like we put it on 100 and you couldn't even see what was going on. Like the pitches were incomprehensible.
And then we played at 0.
Yeah, and then it's too easy because everything you hit is gone.
Yeah.
I just didn't play much of 2 because it was not free. Like the first one was just free.
It was free. If you got it within like I think it was the first hour it came out, it was free. So you had to go to the store.
Maybe I did get it for free.
Maybe it was the first day. The first day it came out, it was free. So I got it immediately. I never touched it.
I think I have it. I didn't play it, but it isn't free now. I think it's like $30.
Yeah. There's something about
it's also on the Switch now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. There's something about the first one that I just enjoyed more. I think it's because everything was caricatures. You know, it just looked so stupid.
Yeah,
but it played so well. I think the fact that 2 looks super realistic is part of the reason I don't like it so much.
Yeah, well, not even super realistic. It still looks pretty goofy, but it's a
I
little
guess
more
compared to the first one. You don't
like
have
body-wise, their legs are reasonable proportions.
Yeah, and that was what they all looked like in the first one. They all looked like characters from Big Mouth.
Yeah, they look like those Weeble Wobbles.
Yeah, like those like Russian nesting dolls that go inside of each other.
Yeah.
Mighty Beans. Super Mega Mighty Bean Baseball 3.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
I think the show does really cool customization because what is it called? It's basically their ultimate team. Diamond Dynasty, it's called. And you can create your own team, like all your logos and colors and everything. And you collect cards, but you get them just through playing. But you can get, like, I just play franchise and you can get cards for Diamond Dynasty as you play franchise. So like you can get legends and shit from it too. Like you get rookie cards. It's basically like a trading card game, but it's not like other games where you get this card and you get X number of games to play with that character.
I hate
like
that
you
shit.
can play, you keep those players.
I hate that.
I just got a fucking diamond Andrelton Simmons and a diamond Ichiro Suzuki. So nasty because your team gets ridiculous at a certain point. Because any of the diamonds are like fucking 98 overalls. I just want that diamond Mike Trout, dude. There's even an auction system and shit, so you can sell your cards and people can buy them off the markets. It's really cool the way they do that. Plus, most of it's online, or you can play against the computer if you want to. So it's like you could basically play like a franchise if you wanted to.
I like to draft champions. I wish they still did that.
Yeah,
for
I remember
Madden.
that.
They have it for NHL still, which I don't understand.
They'd give you like 3 or 4 rounds or whatever. I think it was like 5 rounds, but like you pick
3 characters per round.
I think it gives you like a selection of people, and you pick.
And with NHL, you get 10 rounds. One of them is always a goalie, and then you get, you do 9 rounds. One of them is always a goalie, and then the other 8 are defensemen and offensive players. I think actually they might be mixed up.
I don't know how it worked in Madden. I thought it was kind of random. Like
Madden
they would
was
give you
like-
a defense.
I remember Madden being formulaic because I would do it over and over again until I got like mostly Cowboys players. Like it started off and you would get like you'd pick the uniform, right?
Yeah.
And then you would pick
your
like a
stadium and
quarterback,
shit.
and then you pick a running back, and then you would do like all the skill position players, and then you would do linemen.
Well, it was a good way to do like a quick play game, like a couch like versus game or whatever, because you could like just be playing with your friend or whatever, and then you basically draft a team in like fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and you're playing
and that's
with
that's what I miss. I miss
Yeah.
that shit.
this is the longest I've had since Madden like 16. Like I've bought in all the Madden games on day one basically since like 16.
I haven't even thought about getting this one.
And yeah, I thought about it today. I was like, dude, maybe I should just get it. But like I fucking keep reading this shit about it, and it's like, oh, the college mode that they added is like 1 game.
Yeah,
You play like 1 game in college. So
and you
why
have
did we
to
add
play
this?
as a quarterback.
Yeah. And so it's like they added that for the sake of being able to say that they added college teams. It's literally, I think they said it was 2 games. On Reddit, I think they were saying that.
You do the
All
final,
you have to do
the
is-
Final Four, and then you do the championship.
Yeah.
I think it's 3. I think you do your conference championship, and then you do the first game of the playoff, and then you do the championship.
Yeah.
Because if you win the championship, the
whole career mode is just a quarterback. Like you play as a quarterback.
that's what burned my ass, because I loved playing the career mode, like the superstar mode, as a running back. That was my favorite, because you could just be like LT.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you wanted at a certain point. You can line up in the slot, line up on the edge, line up in the backfield. You could play the Wildcat. Like Madden 07 and 08 had the sickest superstar mode. Remember they had the thing where every drive you would pick your play style. You'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
like-
do a power running back. So for that drive, your trucking is like a +6 or
Right.
something. That was that was the coolest thing. And then the better you did, the better your stats got, and you could give attribute points to your teammates by hyping them up.
The problem is they focus too hard on Ultimate Team and all that shit. You know, like they focus
There it is
on.
again.
There's another one. Another loud vehicle. But they focus on Ultimate Team a lot, and they want people's money from that because a lot of people pay for it.
Yeah.
So like they might as well. They haven't done anything to franchise in like 4 years.
Nope. You know what? The only thing they did was add customizable draft classes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
They
they've
don't
done.
even change the relocation teams or anything.
Nope.
They're
And
the same teams every
they
year.
don't even move the Raiders to Las Vegas unless you play as the owner
Yeah,
of the
you have
Raiders.
to do it. You have to do it yourself.
Which
basically.
I thought was so stupid. And it even it'll say literally like, this happened to me the last time I played. It was like a little over a month ago. I did a franchise as the Chargers, and I was the Chargers coach, and I played the Raiders. Mind you, this is like the 3rd year in to my franchise, and all they're saying, they start off, they're like, yep, at the beginning of the 2020 season, the Raiders will be playing in Las Vegas. So enjoy them while you can, Oakland. And then it's like, no, it's 2021. Why are they still in Oakland, you fucks? The game commentators even know that they're supposed to be in Las Vegas.
The game commentators have been the same for like 4 years too, though.
I miss Al Michaels and John Madden.
Yeah.
Actually, who was it? It was Chris Collinsworth.
They did Collinsworth
and
then,
Jim Nantz.
Yeah.
Or wait, they did Collinsworth and Michaels, and then they did Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
Yeah. And it's still Jim Nantz and Phil Simms from like 16.
No, it's not.
Or
It's
like that, isn't it?
It's Charles Davis and that
Brandon
other guy,
Gaudin, yeah.
Brandon Gaudin. They're better than Phil Simms and Jim Nantz. Phil Simms is a fucking dredge to listen. He goes, dude,
everybody shits on Collinsworth too.
Collinsworth is great. It's just he loves 16-year-old women because by the time he does what he wants to them, they don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? He grew up in a different era, you know.
No, Phil Simms' voice goes through me like wet chalk, dude. Like,
yeah,
it's awful, man.
I just feel like, dude, like there was people on Reddit that were saying like they've gone through some of the files in 20 and they still have assets from 2013 in the fucking game. It's like, dude, come on, like update this shit from the ground up. Like they basically took, when they moved it to Xbox One, they basically built that like fucking that base and they're just gonna ride it all the way. Like they fucking added the Pro Bowl and shit, and people were giving me this argument like, oh, dude, they added the Pro Bowl and all this shit. Like, I'm like, dude, that doesn't take much time. All they're doing is adding a uniform, basically.
The fact that you are impressed about the fact that they added an exhibition game
yeah.
that everybody is going to skip?
Yeah, no one's going to play it. Like, literally all you're adding is the uniform.
You know what I loved was it Madden 06? When
plus the soundtracks suck now.
Yeah, it's just all shitty rap music.
Yeah. Anything that talks about Madden, like all the songs are about Madden or about football.
Snoop Dogg, I'm pretty sure, has a song on the soundtrack called Madden 20. I'm almost positive.
Dude, they should make it so Snoop Dogg does commentary in that game too. Uriah Faber and Snoop Dogg on commentary.
No, dude, Uriah Faber and Dominic Cruz. And Snoop Dogg will be the on the field analyst.
Yeah, they should bring in Joe Rogan to do commentary. Rogan and fucking
Alex Jones.
Yeah. Dude, that sells so many games.
Let me tell you, Joe Rogan.
I'd be fucking breaking down their door to get a copy of that shit before it's out.
No, it should be Joey Diaz, Joe Rogan, and Alex Jones.
Yeah. And George Soros.
George Soros is paying Al Davis to move the Oakland Raiders to Las Vegas so we can hide the interdimensional child molesting vampires.
And the black helicopters.
And
Dude, we gotta petition to get Alex Jones back on so he can talk about Epstein.
Isn't InfoWars still a thing?
It is, but no one does it because you have to go to Infowars.com. Newswars.com, Infowars.com. They're giving you the news like, you know, nobody else wants to give you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a man of the people. Alex Jones is just a character, man. He's just such a character. Like, you wonder how much, like, you know, a lot of it is a fucking act, you know? But, like, you wonder how much of it really is, like, how much he fucking believes a lot of that shit. It's weird, because I've seen the first time he was on Rogan, like, probably 4 times. And, like,
was that episode 9/11? When it was just him and
Eddie Bravo.
Yeah,
they actually, Eddie was on the second time too.
Eddie
but
shows
he came
up
in like
late in the second,
like an hour and a half or 2 hours in.
The first one is an awesome episode,
but like, yeah, a lot of the shit he says is like fucking actually real.
Yeah,
as weird as that is, like they look it up and like Jamie finds all these fucking articles about the shit, and he keeps going, Joe, you know more than me, you know more than I do.
Hey, what's your phone's battery at?
Probably 100%.
Can I plug my phone into your?
I don't think so.
Please.
Well, no, I'm only at 100%.
Thanks.
I'm only at max health.
I'm at 47.
Fortnite.
I'm at Fortnite 7.
Dude, I looked at Battlefield 5 today.
Doesn't it look awful?
It looks hilarious.
It's trash. I did not like it. I had it on EA Access. I did not like it, dude. It's so bad.
I couldn't believe the shit that they added to that. I was like, dude, first of all, there's a battle royale, which everything has, but they also added a fortification system where you can build fucking like walls and fucking shit, like in Fortnite.
In the battle royale?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's in battle royale, but they were talking about how there's a fortification system in like one of the modes.
I played like 4 or 5 matches of Battlefield 5, and I loved Battlefield 1, like World War 1.
Is it on EA Access?
Yeah. Battlefield 1 was sick. 4 was all right.
I didn't play 1.
3 is probably one of my favorites, and I also
good.
love Bad Company 1 and 2.
I liked 4 quite a bit. It was like...
It was faster paced, but the time to kill was longer.
Yeah.
So, like, you still had to be skilled to kill people.
You had to actually be accurate.
Yeah.
I used to just sit with a sniper on those games because the maps are huge.
I loved playing 3, and 4 had it too. The noise that the game made when you would get a headshot was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like because it would pop up on the screen and it would be like, or not that it wouldn't sound like that. It'd be fucking awful if it sounded like that. But I just can remember the noise it made.
Yeah, there is something like about that though, like the feedback that games give you. Call of Duty was good with that.
The hit markers.
Yeah,
dude,
like the hit markers, and you could hear the like that little yeah, like the fucking thud it would.
Paulie, when we were wicked stoned one night, had a wicked good argument about it that didn't make sense to me until a few days later, where he talked about people don't like playing Call of Duty because they like playing Call of Duty. People like playing Call of Duty because of the hit markers.
Yeah.
And yeah. I was like, yeah, that makes sense because you're never looking for the kill. You're just trying to get as many hit markers as you can. And it didn't make sense because I was super baked when we were talking about it. But then
I think that does have a lot to do with like how comfortable people.
Well,
are
every
with
game
the game
has hit markers now.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically every game.
Most games do. I mean, even fucking
Halo has them.
Halo's getting them.
Destiny has them. Borderlands.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Destiny has them, but it shows you
shows
the same thing as Borderlands, but it'll give you a different color if you crit. Which is, I mean, that's kind of just a mechanic of those kind of games anyway.
But you're addicted to the numbers.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's like
Diablo, dude.
Certain games give you
we talked about Diablo for way too long last episode.
It's like certain games with those audio cues when you get a kill, it's satisfying. Destiny does it, and when you play Crucible,
my
it'll
favorite
give you like
thing,
a little chime that
when you would get like an accolade or a medal in like Battlefield when you would in Battlefield in Bad Company 2 when you would knife someone, you would rip their dog tag off of them.
And it would show you the dog tags.
That was the sickest shit. And then like my favorite was that
you would collect all the dog tags too. Like, and it would have their gamer tags on it.
And then you would get an achievement for collecting the same dog tag off of somebody over a week apart. I remember that was the funniest shit. Because what are the odds of that happening? Where you knife someone in a game, and then over a week later, you knife that same person in a game?
Yeah, I don't knife enough people to do that.
I used to get knives all the time. That was oh my God, Bad Company 2 was so sick. Because when you would stab someone, you would stab them and then twist it and then kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, even Halo 3, or Halo 2, when you'd get a double kill and you'd get the fucking announcer feedback.
It's that kind of shit that's awesome.
You're like, oh my God, that was like, you get like a fucking overkill.
Which Halo had the executions? Was that 3?
I don't think they came in until Reach.
Reach. Sounds right.
Yeah, I think it was Reach. Now they all have it. You just hold the melee button. When you're behind him, at least. Halo always was at one hit to the back, though.
Yeah.
That was awesome, because like you could sneak, like you could jump over people in Halo 3 and just melee them once.
I love the ragdoll when you hit them in the back with your fucking elbow.
And then they land on their face and they like scorpion.
Yeah.
Man. The fucking game is awesome. It's so funny how well Halo 3 still holds up. It's like that game's never gonna like get old to the point where it's unplayable.
Agreed.
Like those mechanics are just fucking timeless, really. It's like games still feel like that.
It's a shame that like one of my personal favorite games aged so poorly I can't ever play through it again. And it's Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah, I don't play Vegas that much. I play Vegas 2 sometimes.
Rainbow Six Vegas 2, I guess. But I can do Terrorist Hunt. But having to try and play through the story mode again would probably ruin me.
Yeah. I think I did start doing it, and then I gave up on it. I would like to stream it or something, like a whole playthrough of it, but I don't know if I'd want to play the whole thing.
Human Fall Flat came out with new maps.
They did?
Yep.
I saw that they had a new map not too long ago, but I feel like they keep adding shit because they're coming out on other platforms and all that. Isn't it on Android or something now? I think it's on like Android now.
I'm not positive exactly.
It's on Xbox, it's on the Switch, it's on PC.
It's on PlayStation.
It's on PlayStation probably. Yeah, that you know what the game that fucking dropped off hard was fucking Gang Beasts. Once it finally got released, like no one played it anymore.
So
everybody
much of
played it before it was out, like pre-release basically.
Yeah.
That was when it was huge.
I mean, it's still like people play it, but
They kept adding things though. It's almost like the way it was pre-release with like just the fucking stick figure guys.
it was perfect.
Just the plain characters.
Yeah.
Was the best way to fucking just release it.
Yeah. I would get annoyed because every time they updated it, they would affect climbing
Yeah.
and kicking and shit like that.
Yeah, like you almost wanted it to just be the clunky like shit that it was.
Yeah,
in the
you
first
had to
place.
relearn how to play it every time you played it.
Yeah.
That's
it
how
was
it
just
felt.
like goofy like to begin with, and the way it was fine. We played it all the time.
Oh my god, we played it way too much.
And then they started adding costumes and shit.
The costumes were fine.
I'll take the costumes. I'll take the chicken costume.
When
you know?
they fucked up with the Ferris wheel map, that's when it was too far.
Yeah,
where you couldn't walk on the pier anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Green Dad was cool. You know, I'll take Green Dad all day.
I'll take Green Dad. I'm Green Dad.
Green Dad. I mean, I could use him if I wanted to.
Nope, can't.
The one map that was fucking great was the one where you're on like the fucking
The sausage factory.
like you're on like the windows, like the dudes
Oh
that
yes,
fucking
the
clean
fucking
the windows.
the like the scaffolding.
Those like suspension things, yeah.
Yeah,
Because you could just punch the supports and make the thing fall.
yeah.
That
Or
was
was
the
that the
best.
elevator map?
It was basically an elevator.
Oh, I know. It had like the little bridge connecting them.
It had like 4 different platforms, like for like window washers, basically, and you were up on the building, like off the side of a building.
Okay, yeah. I love the one with the grind was obviously a fucking classic with the grinders.
Oh yeah,
The incinerator
yeah.
map was a classic.
Yeah, because incinerator you could just camp on the fucking like top level.
But my favorite map was probably the sausage plant.
Which one was that? The sausage plant.
It's where there were 2 levels. There was an upper level and a lower level, and then there were like 3 trap doors. And throughout the map, giant sausages would fall from the sky.
like the big fucking noodle thing.
Yeah,
They looked like purple Cheetos.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. I almost would still play that game. I probably would still.
It's $20. Or
That's the
some
thing.
shit.
Yeah, it's too
Like
expensive.
I'm not. We already bought it like twice.
Yeah, or we didn't.
Wes bought it twice.
I'm pretty sure I just downloaded like a fucking older version of it for free.
Yeah, you can get the. You can still get the beta version for free on computer.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
The problem was the lack of like the controller support was fucking dog shit, dude.
It took us like fucking an hour and
like
a half
an hour
to
to set up controllers.
And then by the time we did, we're like, all right, let's play 3 games.
Yeah.
And then we'll make Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, you know what they fucked up too was they instead of making it life based, they made it by the winner of the round. So instead of doing it so every time you played you'd have like 5 lives, they made it so you would have to win the round. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that. Like they made it like a stock battle, like in fucking
It started off as a stock battle.
Smash.
It started off as stock. But when everybody died, the round would restart. But the thing is that if you, like, say if you grab somebody and you jumped off the edge, if the other person technically died before you did, you would get the point for winning that round.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
what I hated because I would play with some of my other friends.
Yeah, because it used to
and they
just
would
give
do that
nobody
shit.
points.
Yeah. They would do that shit all the time. Where, like, they would purposely kill themselves to kill you.
Well, the way that works is fine, though. Like, it's like, I think like, I like the idea of if everyone dies, no one scores, and then it just moves to the next map. Like, that's basically how they should have kept it. But the idea of having a point system that you can get to, to get to
it
that
works.
first
I think
thing.
they should have fixed the suicide bombing or whatever we called it. It was just frustrating, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was still a fun game.
So I don't even remember. You could set it to a certain number, and then it's whoever reaches that score first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of fucking weird shit in that game too. You could like literally throw people if you were good enough. Like if you could figure out the way.
Dude,
the
remember when you get the hat?
Yeah, the hat, and then you pick it up, and you're just like this.
The physics glitch out, and you teleport all over the map.
And you like start flopping around and shit just because it's a hat for no, like it didn't make any sense. One person would have the hat, and then everybody'd be fighting over the hat.
I remember when you did it with 2 hats once, and your guy like fucking flew through a wall.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit they needed to leave, dude. It's like, don't fix that stuff.
Don't.
Like, for sure have it glitch out.
If you haven't played Gang Beast, look up some video of it. You'll know what we're talking about. It's a game where you play as men made out of putty and you beat each other to death.
Yeah, it's like a physics-based like beat 'em up, basically.
Yeah, I fucking love that game.
Yeah.
I just wish it was I wish it was old.
And I can't imagine like the multiplayer would work very well. It's probably like glitchy and shit, and like not connection's probably shitty.
You need host powers, dude.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do need host powers. Yeah, it's a good fucking couch fucking game. It is.
It is. I like Towerfall too. Did you ever play that one with us? It's where it's like 8-bit or like 12-bit, and everybody like has.
I think so.
You have like bow and arrows, and you're just.
Oh yeah.
That game was sweet.
Yeah, I think more people need to play IDARB, dude. That game is so like fucked.
Good old Track 5.
That game is like I don't even know how to explain. It's like handball basically. It's like 2v2 handball with
No, you could do like 4v4.
Yeah, but you don't want to because it's basically impossible. But you can create your own songs, so that was like the key.
That was the killer.
And you could create teams like CC backwards.
Yeah, we couldn't put ISIS as a team.
I don't know why they didn't let that.
Who knows, man?
Dude, I don't know. Government regulation is weird.
I don't know how much longer I can go. I gotta meet Wes and Christy. What are we at now?
Oh, just, an hour and... Oh. Sure. Whatever you say, dude.
We're at an hour and 22. Yeah. I can go for like another 15 or so, maybe.
Yeah. Well, let's just do that then. I don't know. Do we want to take a break? I think I have to put a sponsor in this one.
We'll put a sponsor in.
Yeah.
And we'll go for like another 20.
All right, we'll put a quick sponsor in.
Clear Shots is sponsored by Podcoin. What if you could get paid to listen to podcasts? I know that sounds really crazy, but it's actually possible. We just discovered this new free app called Podcoin, and it literally pays you to listen to podcasts. You simply listen to podcasts and you earn a virtual currency called Podcoin while you listen. Then you turn that Podcoin in for gift cards at places like Amazon or Starbucks. Or if you're a good person, you can even donate that Podcoin to charity. All you have to do is download the app right now on iPhone or Android, and when you sign up, you use our promo code SHOTS. You get 300 Podcoin just for signing up. So go listen to Clear Shots or virtually any podcast on Podcoin and sign up with the promo code SHOTS.
All right, we're back.
You guys missed it, but I did like the entire first half of Photograph a cappella.
Well. Yeah.
I knew a lot of Nickelback. I'm driving black on black. Just got my license back. I got this feeling in my veins. This train is coming off the track. I'd ask polite if the devil needs a ride because the angel on my right is hanging out with me tonight. I'm driving past your house while you were sneaking out. I got the car door opened up so you could jump in on the run. Your mom don't know that you were missing.
I mean,
she'd be pissed if she could see the parts of you that I've been kissing, singing, "Oh, never gonna quit. Nothing wrong with it. Just a couple animals.
I would say the
no
falsetto
matter
is a
where we
little
go,
high.
Anybody knows we're just a couple animals.
Yeah.
So come on, baby, get in. Get in, just get in. Check out the trouble we're in.
Yeah.
You're. What's the next verse? You're behind me on the seat, got your hand between my knees, and you control how fast we go by just how hard we gotta squeeze. It's hard to steer when you're screaming in my ear, and that was when. Cause I got both hands on the wheel, and you got both hands on my gears. But now, no
I don't
doubt,
know if you're on pitch.
we
I
were
think
heading
it's
southern.
an octave too high.
I guess nobody ever taught her not to speak with a full mouth.
It's also not raspy
And
enough.
this was it, like flicking on a switch.
needs
It
more
felt so
yarl.
good, I almost drove into a ditch. No, we're never gonna quit. There's nothing wrong with it. We're just a couple
It
animals.
needs more yarl.
Oh, no matter where we go, and everybody knows we're just a couple animals. Come on, baby, get in. Get in, just get in.
Yeah. Well,
Check out the trouble we're in.
Yep.
We were parked up by the tracks. We're sitting in the back. We just started getting busy when you whispered, "What was that?" The wind. Oh God, I guess that no one else knows where
I
we
feel like
are.
you've
And that
done
was
this
when we
before. I feel
started
like you've
screaming.
sang
That's
this
my
song
dad outside the car. Oh please, the keys, they're not in the ignition. Must have wound up on the floor when we were switching up positions. I guess they knew that she was missing, but I tried to tell her dad it was her mouth that I was kissing.
It's not good.
Oh, you're never gonna quit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We're just a couple animals. Oh, no matter where we go, 'cause everybody knows we're just a couple animals. So come on, baby, get in. Get in, just get in. Check out the trouble we're in.
Yeah.
Get in, just get in.
So anyway, I feel like you've sang that song on here.
Yeah, I totally
You got to practice other Nickelback songs. Too.
No, that's the only one I know.
I mean, you got to. I mean, I don't know. I think you need more yarl. You need more rasp. You need
What's
more,
the other one that I like?
the
Never made it as a wise man.
couldn't go to the mall.
And this is how you remind me. I had this idea with one of my old coworkers about doing a band where we cover regular songs, but we sing them as Bob Dylan.
Yeah, that's not.
I
a bad
think I
idea.
talked to you about it.
I mean, it's a decent
like-
idea. It could go over, you know.
It's just like, I'm driving back on black. I got my license back. I got this feeling in my veins. This train is coming off the track.
Well, I think you could do it with anybody, right? Like you could do like a song as like Randy Newman, or like a fucking another.
Which one's
song.
Randy Newman? Like,
He's
left
the
foot,
Toy Story
right
guy.
foot. I'm driving back in black. Just got my license back. I got this feeling in my veins. This train is coming
That's
off
a little
the track.
bouncy. That's
a little
bouncy,
bouncier
yeah.
for Randy Newman.
Yeah, it's a little bouncy. I don't know how bouncy
I
Newman is.
just got my license back.
Yeah, that's a little closer.
I'm
yeah.
driving back on black. I got this feeling.
Well, he's got
in
that
my
song about
veins.
short people too, so that's a pretty good song.
Short people got no reason to live.
Yeah.
Isn't it supposed to be midgets though?
Well,
short people got no reason
I mean,
to live.
theoretically, he's supposed to be talking about the midgets,
Little people.
but I thought he was.
In the ghetto.
It's supposed to be a like.
Play on society.
Yeah, it's supposed to mean something else, but I'm pretty sure she's just talking about little people because he doesn't like them. You know what I mean?
Do you think we'll ever have a midget president?
Short people got
What do you think would be first?
a
A midget president or a president with a really fucked up looking hand?
I gotta go with the midget. You know? I mean, I think the percentage of midgets that are gonna run for president is probably higher than people with fucked up hands.
Like little fucking dinky hands.
Yeah, like dinky hands.
Like like the hand from the guy from like Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. It's funny that that's the first guy that comes to mind when you think of funny looking hands, right? I mean, he was known for that, though. That was his big...
That was the gag.
That
Let me
was
use my
his big-
strong hand. He uses his hand to stir the...
Yeah. Fucking got it.
I've got like I'm trying to burp, but I have hiccups right now too, so it's kind of painful.
Yeah, it's all that falsetto. Yeah, I think you need to work on the Jarl.
Oh.
Nickelback's a tough one to mimic, though. I think we could get them on the show at this point.
Like,
you know what I mean?
We've talked about it before, but I really don't think Nickelback is that bad of a band.
That's what I mean. But they got such a reputation now. It's like we could just get them. We can get a hold of them. You know what I mean?
They're a pretty good band. I like.
We should start getting a hold of some people. We could do some Skype calls to some cool people. I think you'd be surprised. Like, there's fucking podcasts that are not big that fucking get people to just talk to them. But if it's over fucking the phone, it's like people that are fucking not super huge, but people who have a decent like fan base. They'll talk to podcasts. It only takes a fucking minute.
Cameo.
Yeah, we could also do that. We could get Andy Dick to give us a shout out, dude.
Oh my god, dude, I would fucking kill
We
myself.
could pay Chris D'Elia like $1 million for a cameo. It's so fucking funny. He literally was like, I'm not doing it for like less than X amount of money. He basically emailed Cameo and was like, you have to raise the amount, like the maximum amount I could charge. And they did. Like, they let him be like charge a stupid amount of money. I don't think anybody's done it though. I mean, if somebody did that, it's like, first of all, they have disposable income for sure.
If they can piss away $1 million,
I'm pretty sure it's like he charges like 10 grand or some shit. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up, but I don't care about Cameo. So, I mean, we could start doing cameos. That'd be pretty sick. But we have to charge 10 grand, 10 large for it. I mean, I would do it. It's easy money, dude. You just shout them out. You say what you want them to say. That's it. Andy Dick was talking about it on Bobby Lee's podcast one time. He also was fucking wasted. Dude, Bobby Lee does his podcast out of like this little tiny room. Like, he has a little apartment.
They told that story.
Yeah. I watched the episode and
where Andy Dick was on. Didn't Andy Dick invite like 10 people over to their house or some shit?
Yeah, he came in and he's like, oh, this like dude's with me or whatever. His like fucking manager, some dude that's like on tour with him or whatever was there. I was on the podcast. No one knew who the fuck he was really. And then he also had like 8 other people with him fucking just showing up at the house. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, I think he thought that it was like a fucking Rogan studio, like a big ass fucking studio, like complex.
Where he could have people hang out while he does the show.
Yeah. But it's like, well, ask, like just ask that. But Andy Dick is also Andy Dick, so he's probably wasted or whatever.
Didn't he kill somebody?
He's a weird character. I don't know if he killed somebody.
Didn't he get like John Goodman killed or something? Who was that guy he got killed?
I don't think John Goodman's dead, is he?
Which one did he got killed? John Goodman. John, not Chris Farley. Who's John Buscemi? No, John.
That's Steve Buscemi.
John.
I don't think it's John.
John Goodman? I think it's John Goodman. Jim, is it Belushi?
John Goodman's not
Jim
dead,
Belushi?
is he? Didn't John Goodman do... It wasn't he in Toy Story 3? He had to be, right?
Who did Andy Dick kill?
No,
Jim
John
Goodway?
Goodman didn't John Goodman just do a movie recently? I feel like he was in that fucking Cloverfield movie too, wasn't he? Cloverfield.
Who did he get murdered? No, he fucking got somebody killed. That's why everybody hates him. I know this. I don't know the name.
Andy Dick got somebody killed.
He did. John.
I don't think it's John. I think you're starting off on the wrong foot.
I think
there.
it's not John Goodman, but I think it's
not John Goodman.
John.
Which one's John Goodman?
McFlane. John McFarlane? No, that's Seth MacFarlane. Who did he get killed?
Tim Allen?
John. No. What are you at? No. It's John something.
It's not John something.
John Crockett. I don't want to look it up. Jim. Not Chris Farley. Dude, it's another guy
Jim
that's
Farley?
just like that. He was a voice actor.
Is it John Farley?
No, a lot of people knew who he was. People were pissed. His girlfriend killed him.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with Andy Dick?
Andy Dick sold the cocaine to the two of them, And then the girlfriend got way too hopped up on cocaine and killed him. I think.
I don't buy it.
John McClane. No, that's Die Hard. Who the fuck did he get killed?
I don't buy it, dude. I mean, it's all fake.
Dude, I'm looking it up now. I'm getting pissed.
It's fake news. Type in Andy Dick killed somebody. Type in Andy Dick responsible for murder. I don't think you're going to find anything. He seems like a nice guy. He just seems drunk all the time.
Phil Hartman.
Oh. Well, yeah, but fucking...
That's not John, but yeah, that's who I...
That's not John at all, no.
I had the men part. I said John Goodman. It's Phil Hartman, so...
Well, yeah, you had the men.
I was way closer than you were.
Well, I guess, but
Who the fuck is Phil Hartman?
He's that one fella there. I think I've looked him up once because Rogan was talking about how he worked with him at one point, and I don't remember what the connection was, but he got killed by his fucking wife or whatever.
He wrote...
Did she kill herself too?
Yeah. He wrote Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, that was his fucking... that was his big move.
He was also on News Radio. He was on The Simpsons. He was on
News Radio?
Yeah, he was on Small Soldiers.
So that's how he knew Andy Dick.
He was
Rogan.
Troy McClure from The Simpsons.
Because Rogan and Andy Dick were both on News Radio. That show's actually not too bad if you watch that. I mean, it's like it's like a fucking, 90s comedy or sitcom or whatever, but it's got a lot of the tropes of a 90s sitcom, but I mean, it does it well. At the time, everything was like that.
I've never even heard of it.
Really? It's basically like they're running a new, like a radio station, and it's just a fucking, like Rogan is, I don't know if he's like a DJ or what he is, or fucking voiceover guy. But it's basically just a fucking every 90s sitcom ever. It had a good cast. And like a lot of the guys that you see now, like the dude who's the principal at the high school in Sunny is in that show. That fucking older dude. I can't remember what his name is. He was on Rogan too not too long ago. I think they were talking about stem cells and what they did for him. Because he had some fucking crazy shit going on.
Dave Foley.
Yeah, Dave Foley.
He's the main character.
Is he a main character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple
episodes. He was Bug's Life. He was Bug's Life.
He was Bug's Life?
Yeah, he was Flick
Really?
in Bug's Life, yeah.
Oh, he was the main character.
Yeah, he was Bug's Life.
Yeah, Bug's Life was one of the good characters,
I liked that one.
It was. It was actually... No, the thing was, there was Bug's Life and then there was Ants. And it was like there was a rivalry there, you know what I mean? Some people like Ants.
I liked Ants more as a kid, but I like Bug's Life more as an adult, and not a lot of people feel that way.
Well,
a lot
Bug's
of people
Life, I think overall was a better movie for sure.
Ants was cool,
but Ants had it was darker, it was a little more scary.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
different strokes, different folks. They're different films.
Because with Ants you had to worry about Hopper, right?
Yeah, and no, that's
Or
Bug's
was
Life.
that Bug's Life? Yeah, Hopper was the one.
Because it was Kevin
scary.
Spacey. Hopper was trying to fucking molest him.
Well, you got to watch out for him, for sure. I think Ants was literally like two different schools. Like there was the worker ants,
and then the soldier ants.
Yeah, and the soldiers were like
And one of the workers wanted to be a soldier.
Yeah.
And he became a soldier, and he became a war hero.
No, I think it was. Wait, is that what it was, or was it the other way around?
The soldier wanted to be a worker?
I think that's what it was. Wait, I don't even remember what the main character's name was.
Wasn't Ferris Bueller the main voice actor?
Maybe.
Let's look this up.
I would not ever know that.
I'm almost positive it was Ferris Bueller.
That's such a random fucking...
Oh, it's
piece
Woody.
of trivia.
It's Woody Allen.
Oh, yeah, it's basically him, right?
Who's Woody Allen?
Who's Ferris Bueller?
Which one's Woody Allen?
Woody Allen is that one fellow there from
Is he the guy that used to fuck kids?
No, I don't think. Well, he might have. I don't know. I don't know much about him. I think it was a soldier. Like he was like a soldier and he wanted to fucking be. Or wait, maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember. I haven't seen that in so fucking long. I think there was a love interest. That was the big. That was the catalyst.
Z is a neurotic and pessimistic worker ant who longs to
Z.
express himself. He falls in love with the Princess Bala when she visits a bar to escape her suffocating royal life. Oh, so it's like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
The ant colony declares war on the termite colony. To see Bala again, Z exchanges places with his soldier friend and joins the army, where he befriends Barbados. Z is unaware that the army's leader and Bala's fiance is secretly sending the soldiers loyal to the Queen Ant.
Barbados is the big ass dude.
Oh yeah, they tried to do a coup against the queen.
Oh.
Z returns home and is a war hero. Let's see.
So I mean, he basically kills it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, he does what he sets out to do, you know.
Wow, I don't remember shit about ants, dude. What the fuck? I'm reading like the second half. I don't remember shit.
Yeah, I just remember that they were brown. That's the only thing I really remember. They were brown and they were ants. And then there.
Oh wait, yep, he drowns. He
drown,
comes back to life. That's all I remember. Apparently, there were other bugs in ants. I don't remember ants.
I don't remember
having other bugs. I remember termites because the termites were fucking sketchy looking.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That movie had some like
wicked gnarly fucking CGI.
Yeah.
Like actually probably still pretty good.
Well, nah. But I mean, you just gonna. I mean, it's so. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen either of those in a long time.
I went through and watched all of the Disney Pixar or whatever Pixar movies.
Yeah. I wonder. I imagine they'll all be on that Disney Plus or whatever.
I doubt it. Dude, Disney used to do the Vault. You remember that?
No.
Remember the Disney Vault where they would only release a certain amount of Disney movies to be sold?
Huh.
So like, or certain movies itself. You don't remember this? You would watch like The Lion King on DVD and it would be like coming to the Disney Vault in 2003. And it's like, you know, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid.
A little bit of Mulan mixed that in there.
Mulan. You know? Yeah. And then it'd be like, if you don't buy these by the end. Yeah. If you don't buy these by the end of 2003, you don't get to buy them again until 2006. Like Disney used to do that shit.
Well, they want you to think it's exclusive, you know. You want to feel.
I guarantee you, what they're gonna do is it's gonna be like $15 or $10 a month, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they're only going to put like.
I mean, look, if it doesn't have ants,
a fifth is generous.
Is I don't even think ants was Disney, was it?
Because the thing with it was DreamWorks. Yeah. The thing with HBO is that HBO Go, you get every single HBO show. You get almost every single HBO documentary.
Yeah, you pretty much have to.
But with Disney, you're not going to get everything Disney has. There's no way.
Yeah, but it's Disney, you know.
They're going to give all of them. They're going to give all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to make fucking normies happy. Yeah. I can't believe I just said that. To make fucking.
I mean, it is normies.
It is the normies.
Yeah. Dude, Disney owns everything, though. I mean, hell, they owned the fucking Angels for a while. They fucking owned the fucking Angels. It's like, what the fuck? It's funny. I was looking earlier, like. There's like any company you look at is owned by like 3 different fucking companies. It's either Google, Amazon, or like fucking Apple,
Nestle.
Yeah, like literally. Like I didn't even realize that Twitch was owned by Amazon. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Amazon is basically one of the biggest ones.
What's that one food company that like owns everything? They own every food company. Like what the fuck are they called? They're all over the place.
Dole.
Bob Dole.
Mott's.
No, I gotta find it because once I read it.
Black Forest.
Food
company. Myers Superfoods. What are you searching for? Food company?
Yeah, largest food companies. ConAgra.
ConAgra.
Yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of, I think.
Dude, there's a lot of weird companies that like own a bunch of shit, but like no one knows who they're called or whatever. Like there's shit that like the company that started like Walmart or whatever. It's like you wouldn't know what the fuck that is. Do Sam's Club exist still?
Yeah, they do.
I think they're the same company though. But what the fuck is the difference? Why would you call it Sam's Club?
Sam's Club is because the guy that invented Walmart was Sam Walton.
Yeah, so he had a club, right?
Walmart was a supermarket. It was the first one that did that. Every other store back then was a separate thing. Walmart was the first store to combine all the stores into one.
Yeah.
And then he had Sam's Club, which was a membership where you could get bulk items. And I think that one got really popular like during the Cold War because people were so petrified of like nuclear holocaust.
Well, they also wanted to be part of a club, you know, it was like exclusive.
Like how
they had like a clubhouse.
Like, why did I take that whole thing seriously trying to explain wholesale to you when I knew you were just going to say that? Like, they came with Philly toothpicks, too.
You can't.
Turkey Club.
You can't explain wholesale, dude.
Sam's Turkey Club.
Yeah, that's what it was, though. It was the clubhouse. Dude, clubhouses don't exist anymore.
Okay, this is the thing. So ConAgra does Act 2 popcorn, does banquet TV dinners, does Bird's Eye, Blue Bonnet, Chef Boyardee, David Sunflower Seeds, Duncan Hines cake mixes.
They're making millions off of Chef Boyardee in general.
They do
though.
Healthy Choice and Hungry Man. They do Hunts. They do Kid Cuisine, Jiffy Pop. They do Manwich. They do Mrs. Butterworth's, Orville Redenbacher, Pam Cooking Spray, Peter Pan Peanut Butter, Ready Whipped Cream, Slim Jims, Vlasic Pickles,
Dude, those
and
are
Wolf
big
Brand
names.
Chili.
Yeah, that's so much money. Those like all of those are big brand names,
Right?
especially Kid Cuisine.
There's another one that's huge that I was looking at in this when I was stocking in the kitchen.
Is Kid Cuisine TV dinners or is it like the fucking?
No, you're thinking of Lunchables. Kid Cuisine's the TV dinners. Lunchables are the ones that can be room temperature.
Did Kid Cuisine do the fucking Easy Bake thing? Or who did the Easy Bake?
Oh my god, do they still make Easy Bake?
Yeah, there was a Queasy Bake too, dude. You can't forget Queasy Bake. It was literally an Easy Bake, but like they made everything look like eyeballs and fucking vomit and shit. Like I think it was like the Easy Bake for boys. Like they tried to target it to boys.
Yeah, fuck that. It wouldn't work. My sister made a fucked up pretzel with the Easy Bake oven once, and it made me. Really
I didn't know it actually worked. It always feels like it's just like a fucking prop.
I mean, it's just like a bunch of tanning bulbs.
It's a toaster oven.
Yeah,
basically. I mean, it seemed like it was easy though. Easy to bake things.
Hasbro
was gigantic.
Hasbro made them.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if they still sell
Hasbro
those.
owns Monopoly, G.I. Joe, Furby, Transformers,
Yeah,
Nerf,
they
My
have
Little
some
Pony,
shit.
Twister is big enough to have its own Wikipedia.
Of course it is.
National Toy Hall of Fame.
Think about all the
retarded
dots
as fuck.
that are on it.
I hated playing Twister, dude. I'll never enjoy playing Twister. It makes me feel stupid. makes me feel so dumb.
It's not that like cognitively demanding.
I hate playing Twister.
You don't have to think that much about
I
it.
don't like it. I don't like playing it.
I've been doing Sudoku puzzles lately.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, those are actually pretty fun. But it's so much fucking like repetitive shit. Like you're constantly counting to 9, like for each row and fucking section or whatever. And then it's like factoring out like because you have to line up 1 through 9 in each row in each column. And in each fucking of the 9 sections of the board. So like you're literally counting to 9 like all the time. It's literally like a game of counting to 9. And then guessing what number fucking goes in the spot. And then if you fuck up at all, you're screwed. Unless you play with his sis, so if you're a bitch or whatever, you know.
Are you talking about Sudoku?
Yeah.
Just use a pencil.
No, I don't use it. I do it on my phone.
Oh.
You can use a pencil.
Yeah, you can use a pencil on your phone.
I mean, you could, yeah. Like the fucking Galaxy Note. The fucking
I can't believe those
styles.
actually took off. I don't ever see people using the pen.
I feel like
with it,
I would
though.
just lose it.
Yeah, like a DS pen.
Yeah.
And that's how they get you, is that you can't just use a stylus. You have to use the stylus for
Well, I don't
the
ever
phone.
lose my DS pen, dude. You just gotta have a pocket for it. That's the key. Have a little pocket on the device.
Yeah.
I don't know if the stylus is responsive. Sometimes they're fun to write with. It's just like I don't mind, dude. So many fucking stores now have you sign like an iPad or whatever now, like for your.
I hate when you have to sign with your finger. That
Yeah.
makes me want to punch whoever's
Dude,
at the cash
get a
register.
stylus.
Please.
Get one. Because that's the time where you wicked.
The only time you could ever practice signing something with your fingers if you're writing in blood that's coming out of the tip of your finger.
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Well, it's once in a while. It's once a month or so, you know. Maybe twice a month.
On the dot.
But it's like you're asking them for a signature, and you know that the signature's not gonna look anything like what their actual signature's supposed to look like at all. Like mine, wicked does not look like my signature.
What's your signature look like?
It's got like, you know, it's my name.
What's your social security number look like?
It's got like, you know, like 9 digits or whatever. Pretty sure it's 9 digits. Yeah, 9 digits. It's got 9 digits in it, and there are a bunch of numbers, so like each one's a number. All of those digits are.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. I mean, yours probably looks similar as far as like it has numbers and stuff.
Mine has 2 dashes in it.
Yeah, mine does too. That's weird. if your social security number has dashes in it, write us in and let us know, because that's a weird coincidence. You know what I mean? If it also has 9 digits, that's kind of weird.
Give us your mother's maiden name and the hospital you were born in too.
Right. If your phone number has a dash or 2 in it, then let us know.
Give us your phone.
Most of them have 3 dashes nowadays. You got to go 1 3 1 5. Like you got to give them the area codes and the.
Yeah, they changed that. You can't, like, if you live in
like my phone won't register to my contacts unless I have 1315 before it.
I was gonna say because they're changing the area code. They're putting the 315 area code isn't the 315 area code anymore. It's a different area code now. Apparently, they're changing it in a year or two.
That's always
so
smart.
Like they ran out of 315 phone numbers somehow.
Why don't they just make new ones? Why don't they just make new numbers? I feel like 1 through 9 is like old, you know what I mean? And even the 0 is old. Like they haven't made new numbers in a while. You know what I mean?
How many
like,
you would have
if they just added 1 new digit. You know what I mean? Like just came up with a new digit. Would throw so much shit off. Like,
yeah, would you be able to type it? Everybody would have to get new peripherals, new keyboards, new alphabets.
that would be big news though.
Like scientists have discovered a new number.
It's been there the whole time. We just didn't know about
never
it.
used it. Fuck it, just have it be the pi symbol.
Yeah.
That's something I can get behind.
Yeah, or like that weird looking like backwards 3, like
The E.
What does that even stand for? I forget. I was looking at like I don't even remember. I saw like a bunch of random characters like last night, and I'm like, what do half of these mean? Because there's so many weird fucking symbols that no one ever uses. Even on your keyboard, there's certain things that like you're never gonna use.
Well, like the tilde.
Yeah, no one even really uses the.
You know what you never use is the squiggly brackets.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think programmers use those. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, because there's the regular parentheses, then there's the
bracket
then
ones,
there's and then there's
the flip bracket.
Yeah, the squigglies.
Yeah.
But no one ever uses that shit. Yeah, I don't even remember. I was like on like a list of fucking characters that no one ever uses. And I don't know what half of them mean.
What do you think is the stupidest letter of the alphabet?
The stupidest one?
The English alphabet, yeah.
I like X kind of sucks because no one ever uses it. It's like underutilized. Like I don't know that many words with X in them, or Z. Like there's not many Z's. Or like I don't know. There's certain letters that just don't have that much. Like they just don't. They're underutilized. But it's because like certain letters make the same sounds as other letters. So like 2 letters. Like
PH is like F.
Yeah, so it's like what is the point of having an F if we can just use our PH? Or just get rid of P and H and then we can just have our Fs. It's kind of weird. or at least like, I feel like that's why English is fucking difficult to learn. That's what they say, at least. Because there's a lot of shit that sounds the same, or words that are like the same word spelled differently but used completely differently. Like used in a completely different definition. Like, I feel like that happens in every language probably, but ours is fucking definitely weird. Like with the vowel rules and like grammar rules that we have, commas, like the way we use our fucking... Dude, one thing that's always confused me is parentheses and punctuation. Like whether the punctuation goes in parentheses or out. And every time I read about it, they tell me like it depends on what context the fucking shit that's in the parentheses is in, or like there's some weird fucking rule about it. And I always have a debate with myself, like, do I put the fucking period after the parentheses or inside of it? Like, I always fucking have that debate. So I always end up just putting
it's after.
Yeah, I always end up putting it afterwards.
I would say 90% of the time it's after.
Yeah, but there's some weird exception to it that I was reading about.
Well, it's just like I before E except after C, but actually it's about even.
Yeah, except for weird. Weird is what they say. Because it's W-E-I-R-D.
I before E. Yeah.
Yeah. Just weird is weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we've taught people...
I think we've covered everything.
I think we've taught people some useful information, you know? I think we've also encouraged people to use characters that they don't use very often.
I think we've covered everything tonight.
And also, if there are any new numbers out there that people know of, just let us know.
For real, though, please let us know, because...
There's got to be other numbers out there.
Got to be at least a couple.
There's no way there's only 10 digits. There's no way.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's only 10.
Yeah. There's no way there's only 10 of them. Someone has to have found one by now.
Like I said, I'm on board with adding pi.
Yeah, but what would be the practical use of...
There wouldn't be one.
There already isn't.
Well, it'd be good as like a phone number. Like my number is, 1-315-518 pi 661.
Is like infinite or some shit. So like the number's already infinite no matter how much you use
Just
it.
let people add fucking...
letters?
Well, they already do that, but the letters correlate with numbers, so you'd have to have
letters, yeah, they're like a variable. Yeah, that's... I mean, yeah.
No, you know what they gotta do? Oh my god, how do we not think of this? You gotta add exponents to phone numbers.
They could do that, actually.
Like my number is 1-315-818-2614 to the second power.
Yeah.
So like you call it twice.
Or like, yeah, because then you can just keep adding them like to the third power or like fourth or whatever. Square it up or cube it up. I don't know what they call it after 3.
Yeah, square, cube.
There's definitely a name for it. Cubed is like, what the fuck? Why would they call it that? Even squared, I don't understand.
I really want to explain it to you, but I feel like when I get halfway through explaining to you why they call it cubed, you're just gonna say something stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. You should still explain it.
But so basically, like, it's like
this is total bro science.
Square feet, squared, and then
yeah, but what does that have to do with 3?
Because things are squared and then they're cubed. Cubes come after squares. You put squares. You
third
cubes.
Dimension is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, that's how it works, like with graphing and stuff. When you're graphing a perimeter of something, it's square feet.
But so what's?
But when you're graphing the volume of something, it's cubic.
You would
feet.
have to know what a square is in a fourth dimension to know what to the fourth power means. And I don't live in the fourth dimension, so I couldn't tell you.
There it is.
I'm not big on like.
I was waiting for it.
I did look that up one time. How many dimensions there are? There's a lot of dimensions, but we just can't experience them. We got to figure that out. We got to crack the code.
Yeah. Why aren't politicians funding dimensional? We need the dimension force.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
All
what the
right.
fuck is he doing? What is he fucking putting shit in space? I'd rather travel through dimensions, do we? Then you have the key to time travel. You know? I think it's we cracked the case here.
I think we got it.
Yeah. Well, anybody who knows anything about dimensions, let us know. I don't think I have any like announcements or anything. I am thinking about doing some streams, like gaming streams.
Yeah, I'm
streams.
trying to keep telling people that I'll find time. I'm trying to come up with more creative ways to tell people I'm going to be doing.
You're like
it.
trying to convince yourself you're going to come up with time.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
Not until all this training is over. I've got another 5 weeks of 55-hour weeks.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's pretty sweet.
It sounds like a blast. So that's it, I guess. Shout out to our boy John.
We love you, John.
We miss you, man. And that's it. We'll talk to you guys next week. ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.